We are live. What's up, everybody? I gotta share this, right? How do I share it? Yeah, there we go. Oh man, I'm hungry. I should have eaten before I did this. Hey. Hey, here. Hey, here. Okay, here we go. What's up? We got some people jumping in. Hi. How you doing, everyone? In case you don't know, my name is Nolan, and I'm Rad Nolan in there. So let's chat. Hype for the final project. Me too, honestly. So hello, fellow content creator. What's happening, Rain? Super excited to see this. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging with me, everybody. Today we are going to do some art. And so this is my Figma file. So a lot of artists, a lot of NFT artists are using Procreate. But I'm more of a mouse guy. So I don't, I don't know. Something about the pencil just freaks me out. Like I've never, yeah. So anyways, I am using Figma to make all of our art. And so basically how I've got it rigged up right now is I've got this is the base unicorn. And so everything in here, you could see over on this side on the left, there's all of the layers. So here you go. So we've got the skin. So I can, over here on the right, I can change that to like blue. And then it'll update everywhere on the file, you see. So but then the hand is still not rigged up properly, so it will be when we launch. But for now it's like tough to rig that up properly. So I feel that I have a drawing tablet and I still prefer mouse. Yeah. Can I get a unicorn profile pic, please? Yeah. So like basically where we are looking at is you get the first 25,000 players are going to be able to get a free unicorn when they sign up. And so actually in that we're gonna have like a whole downloading avatar thing where once you fuse, you'll be able to go to like the profile of the unicorn and you'll be able to download a profile pic of that, like only if you own it, right? There's actually like a few different ways to lay out the unicorn, and so we're gonna let people decide in that process like how they want it, because like you can see here that like it looks pretty good, when it's zoomed in, right? But when you zoom out, like having the whole body in view is makes it so you don't like get as much details, kind of thing. So we're gonna give like different compositions for everybody's unicorns when they go to download. Like there'll be a composition where it's like just like this. Let's see. It's moving super slow with OBS running. It'll be like kind of, damn, I don't know why it's not going well, but basically like this area, like it'll just grab just like the face area. That way you can get like more details. But you can see though the thumb is pointing through, so we're gonna have to figure out whether that like composition is going to like have the hand in view or not. So Yeah. When would we launch? So right now we're in full development on this. We've got the designs for the dashboard all mapped out and ready to go. We're knocking through the onboarding experience right now, which honestly is like, that's like the biggest thing of any product is the onboarding experience, like how to make it really easy to use and easy to sign in. And this like such a complicated thing. A, it's NFTs. B, it's not like it's super consumer centric to the point where you almost don't even realize that it's an NFT for a little bit, or you could, I guess, if you come in like not really knowing what's going on. And so, how do we like help both sides of that? Is where we designed this. And so, I think we nailed it. We'll see. But anyways, early November is the plan. So, just a quick question: do you think you all will maybe have a plague doctor mask for one of the horses? I feel like it would be really neat. That's a cool idea. And actually, like, I first of all, it's a unicorn, okay, not a horse. But anyways, it's something that we like. I've been thinking about, right? Because I feel like NFTs in general, right? Like 2021 NFTs kind of have to have a mask because of COVID, right? But maybe if we go Plague Doctor a little bit more instead, it might be a little bit funner, kind of thing. I don't know. Like I feel like mask trait is kind of one of those that you like. That it's like, oh, it makes sense, but nobody's actually going to fuse that to their unicorn, you know? So I don't know. We'll see. Is it gonna be free because the most crypto things are really expensive? Yes. So actually, like that is our goal of this project, is to make it so that we're as many people as possible's first time NFT experience, and in that we're going to go as consumer centric as possible and make it where we're going to handle the gas fees because we're building it on Solana. So the gas fees are going to basically just be like kind of expensive server costs. So we're going to handle fees for you. And then all you need is a Phantom wallet to be able to sign up. And and in that, you don't even need Solana inside because we're going to be handling the transaction fees for you. So definitely, if you're one of those first 25,000, you'll be able to jump in and have this be your first NFT, I think. But yeah, basically, once that 25,000 is hit, though, then it's on the community to go sell it to more people, because that's part of it. Is like everybody's going to start with a base like unicorn that's just like an empty unicorn, right? And once you fuse 5 types of traits to it, so that's one thing, is like I could fuse the turtleneck and then I get this later, I'm like, yo, I want that thing. So I could override the turtleneck and it drops the turtleneck. But that means that I don't get an extra fused trait, right? If you get 5 types of traits fused to the unicorn, you will get an extra NFT for free, an extra unicorn NFT for free. That happens again at 10 unicorns. So basically, every unicorn, as long as you get 10 traits fused to it, you'll get 2 unicorns. And that happens for the children as well. So like basically like the early community will super win because they'll just like compound over time. They'll gain more unicorns as it goes. But anyways, those unicorns are going to be sold to the people who are trying to ape in later on. I think that's going to happen because we'll be dropping layer 2 games that allow you to play with your NFT. So, all right, this will be your first NFT besides the one I work on. Sweet. Can you sell an item that has already been fused to the unicorn? No. Well, kind of. So I think that we're going to make an ability for you to like kind of like disenchant a unicorn, where like let's say that I buy this unicorn from somebody else, right? And it's cool, but it's like it's not my style, but I really want this fucking horn, right? So I could destroy this unicorn and pick a trait. And then that will become a new a trait NFT in my wallet, and then I'll be able to go fuse that to one of my other unicorns. So yeah, that's something that I might do, but I don't know though. Like, there's a lot of complications around that because okay, well maybe we just let you choose 2, or I don't know. Like it'll also mess with the market, so we got to be careful going too hard on that. So. Yeah. All right, so let's do some art, right? So I've got this list. It's a big list. This was all of the ones that were dropped in the suggestions before I went. So here we go. First of all, let's sort these out for ourselves. Okay, so hats. Like honestly, I'm like so nervous about hats. Like I want to add hats, but it's so complicated because some hats need to be on top and then some hats need to be like behind. And so the layering of that is like fucking gnarly. So we'll see. Grass stuck in teeth. Yeah. I actually did do an apple before, but it kind of felt like awkward. So I cut it. What's a tonfa? Does anybody know? Mold on the horn. That's cool. Doo-doo. I think I might start with the Teletubbies horn. Like, I am so excited to do the Teletubbies horn. Yeah, I'm gonna do horns actually. So, yeah, let's go get all of the horns in here. Because honestly, the horns are always like just a little bit easier to do. So we actually do have a rainbow horn, but we might wanna update it because the problem is every single every single trait has a color to it, and so like rainbow, I don't know if it works anymore. Because like what will you choose? What color will you choose? Because it's all of the colors. So. I don't know if we'll end up doing it or not. Can somebody sound off on what is a tonfa? I think Solar, you did it. I'm going to go ask. Hey, Solar. What's a tonfa? I'm pretty sure they were the one who dropped it. Do. I do want to get into the Velociraptor hand as well, so we'll see if we end up getting there. Maybe we do Wishbone as a horn. I was thinking it would be a hand thing, but Tombstone horn. All right, I think this is what I'm going to try to finish on this stream. So let's see if we can do it. All right. Here we go. All right. So let's go find the horns. I think the horns are way down here. You can see my file is pretty gnarly, but we got to keep it organized. So it's pretty organized still, I think. So let's see. Jesus, this is a lot of horns, honestly. Oh, wait. No. That's not the right one. I grabbed the wrong one. Oh, man. OBS is, like, having a tough time keeping up. Tom seems to be a baton, like the one on British television. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yo, Berto Baggins, thank you so much for Googling that. I should have just Googled for it, right? I was being lazy. So, yeah. By the way, like, what chat should I be looking at? I got YouTube chat and I've got Discord chat up. So, I guess I'll just keep looking at both. So, but if you got any questions, let me know. And, yeah, we'll be doing it. I just realized my head's like kind of cut off as I'm like zoning in. Yeah. Thanks for the new profile pic. Oh, look at you, Zinfo. You did it. Yo, okay. Yeah, you jacked it. Honestly, that's what I wanted to share this file because I can share it publicly, but like, yeah, people will go pull from it. I mean, at the end of the day, it won't, even if they go like make an NFT out of it, like it's not actually Stranded Unicorns NFT, but I don't know. I guess, yeah. Anyways. Delete that picture right now, sir or madam. You know? Bound to happen. It's mostly, you see, but this is why NFTs are awesome. Because you can be repping that, but like if anybody checks you, you got no leg to stand on. You'll be like, this is an NFT, but it's not, you know? So, yeah. So how cool would it be if the Teletubbies horn actually was different shapes per color? Because that was the case in there. So, good idea would be maybe make something from anime like hair, clothing. Yeah, honestly, I was thinking of diving into some anime hair styles because yeah, like the hair on a lot of anime is like super unique, you know, and like just like, you know, like I'm not gonna like totally rip it, you know, but having like the styles of like, you know, like a lot of anime has like long hair, but then like the back is like shaved off, and it's like it's a really unique look. So I was thinking of doing something like that, you know. So yeah, but I guess if you got any specific anime that you'd like me to do, this might date me a little bit, but I was super into Dragon Ball Z growing up, so we might have to do some Dragon Ball Z stuff. All right, so this is who did this? Who suggested Teletubbies? Let me go find them. All right, Dan is nearby. Yeah, if you're in here, Dan is nearby. You are. We're working on the Teletubbies for you. Spooky things because of Halloween. Yeah, so I think that there's about to be like a lot of shitty NFT projects that are Halloween related, and like I don't know, like part of me kind of just wants to stay above the fray on that. Like I'm not trying to be like a hipster about it or anything, but I kind of am, I guess. Yeah, make Octane mask. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Right now, I'm gonna try to get some horns in, but I'll be doing some masks. Maybe we'll do masks on the next stream, or hairs. You know, I think honestly, I don't have too much hairs ready. I've got a few hairs ready, but not too much. So, all right, Teletubbies. Okay. So now you'll finally get to see me doing some art because like this file is so cool. I can like kind of make sure that it works with a lot of different like other traits because you know I might be making one that's like works for no hat, but then this other hat now interferes with this thing. So I always try to like foresee that when I'm going and making the traits around. So. So the horn here, we're going to make it into Teletubbies. There we go. I'm going to do... Yeah. And then the nose. Mostly, the nose can stay, but I'd like to just, like, not be bothered by those gold teeth anymore. Okay. So, yeah. So I think for this one, I'm going to leave the glasses, but I'm going to... We have this space helmet that I think is going to really interfere with a lot of the. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think this space helmet's going to interfere with a lot of the. Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. So we've got to do the horns with that. Let's play. Yeah, we got some good hairstyle variances here. So okay, let's actually do some more now. Okay, so with the horns, I think that like the biggest detail that I've been adding is the little like these little lines around it add so much to like the feeling that it's like skin getting moved a little bit. So I think that I'm gonna make that with the Teletubbies, even though it's like gonna be super simple, like just a line, right? Like, I love this gold, this yellow squiggle. Okay, let's just do it. Enough talking about it. Just do the damn thing. Here you go. So, honestly, this file is moving so fucking slow. All right. I gotta turn on some music for myself. Hold up. Boop boo. Sorry. That was really intense. Sorry. Okay. Can you do veins for the spooky ones? Oh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, let's do some. No, honestly, like this already is looking super goofy. So yeah, on the end point, we got to make it round. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. So I haven't done too much live art like this, so bear with me if I like stop talking for a little while. All right. So here you go. Check suggestions here on Discord. Oh shoot, sorry. What software is that? This is called Figma. It's actually like mostly used for design software. And so that's like where I pick it up because I'm actually for the longest time have been a app designer and developer, and so yeah, you know, it's cool. We kind of blew up on TikTok about a year ago. Yeah, like actually exactly a year ago, for another app, and it was an ADHD to-do list app called Task Tree, and yeah, I mean it's cool. It's got like 50,000 users now. We launched it after about 6 months. And yeah, it's cool, but it's like, you know, it's a to-do list app. Like there's not too much like innovation that you can do around to-do list apps. Like we definitely have our own spin on it, and I think it added to the world, right? But man, with NFTs, I feel like there's so much like fertile ground here to be able to like come in and like do some really interesting concepts like what we're doing here, and have a lot of potential to yeah, to make some impact. Yeah, you know. So yeah, no, I did not say Procreate. So a lot of NFT artists, they use Procreate, which is like a hand tool that like actually is like for artists. But this is like a design software called Figma, Figma. I'm not sponsored by them. It'd be cool if it was. So maybe I got to get on that. Can't have innovation if you don't link it. So I don't know if you all are in our Discord right now. HF just sent over in the suggestions channel a line about linking it, and so he was actually with us from our projects there over in TikTok land. He was always big on linking that app to other apps, and so he is the master linker. There we go. Okay, yeah, get a little shadow on it, you know. Should probably like pull up Teletubbies as a reference, you know. Kind of just looks like a blue spike sitting. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. I'll pull up some references so you all can join me on my journey. Whoop. All right, so Teletubbies. Yeah, so they get like a bit of a pipe coming from the base, and then yeah, okay, cool. Honestly, we don't even need to like call these Teletubbies. Like it kind of just like feels a little alien, like, you know. So now it's just a matter of like figuring out how, like, I feel like that this is the problem right now. So I'm going to change that. Let's base it up. It's little NASA Teletubbies. Yeah, I know, right? I saw on the headline when I was looking at it. It said something about little gay demons. So I don't know how that's related to Teletubbies or to Little Nas. Join the Discord today because he saw it on TikTok. Dope. That's yeah. Glad you're here. I think yeah, we've been hanging on TikTok for a while now, and just kind of like biding our time till we like really, you know, had something that we can like just be in love with, you know. And this project for me is like, I'm so excited about it. I've always wanted to like build a game, like even as like a kid, I like always wanted to get into game design and development, but it was kind of just like one of those things like, oh, it's a childhood dream, you know. And so I went into design, like app design, which I guess is the next best thing. Oh yeah, that base feels so much better now. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks good. We got to put some details on that, but we're on the way. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm TikTok has been so awesome for us. And so actually about a week and a half ago, we basically announced that we're going to pause development on our apps and we're going to focus on this NFT project. And yeah, you know, like the community wasn't that happy about it. You know, some people came along with us, but I think that, you know, it's like it's hard when you like follow somebody for a while and you're like so excited for what they're doing, and then they like kind of change it up. And so I definitely like have a lot of empathy on that. And honestly, it kind of kept me from moving on NFTs earlier, because we started really diving into NFTs like back in like March area. And but I was just kind of like, I don't know how we can like use this for our community. And so yeah, I'm just excited to be doing it. So boo boo boo. Want to be a 3D artist in the future? That's cool. Yeah, you know, actually, earlier, like before we got into the unicorns art, I was kind of like exploring maybe going and learning a little bit of Blender, because I've always like bounced around with Blender, but never like fully dove in. And yeah, there was actually a moment where the project was very different than this. And yeah, I think that we made the right choice. I think unicorns in space is like such, it's like one of those like expected but actually not at all things, you know? And so, yeah, it's just felt right since we really nailed on it. So, 18 plus ideas. Yeah, I would say let's try to keep it family friendly. You know, so like, like, listen, we've got definitely some grandiose plans. We'll see how much of it actually pans out. But yeah, like the first step is getting this dashboard really solid and fun to use for everybody, and then we're gonna start to get to work on building games where you can play with your unicorn NFTs. And so a big thought that we have is, you know, and I'm sure Nintendo is going to get into this space eventually. It's probably going to take them a while, but I think that is like our huge goal for like 10 years from now, is to be like the Nintendo of NFT gaming, you know, where it's like they're pumping out some really good games. Like some of them are just like simpler mini games. Some are like full feature stories. Like I think that's like down the line vision is that. And yeah, we'll see how much of it pans out. But I guess stick with us because big shit's coming. So yeah. Anyways, all of that started because of the 18 plus idea, which is, yeah, like I think in order to be that big, you can't go super mature with anything. And so yeah, like I think some of our games will be a little bit more. And actually, like the first game idea is probably gonna be pretty intense. Basically, it's sorry. Fuck, you know what? I just realized I didn't put a stroke on it. I was like, why is this feeling so weird? Sorry. Tangent alert. God. I was like, why is this feeling so weird? Here it is. That's why. Now this feels right. Yeah, look at that. Kind of looks like a plunger on the head. Yeah. Oh, God. There are going to be 25,000 NFTs to mint, but how do you get them? Only through the weekly NFT or else? Yeah. Okay. So look. Yeah. Basically, there's going to be 25,000 unicorns at the beginning. At the very start, there's going to be up to 25,000 free unicorns, and so it's going to be one unicorn per wallet. But you also can't mint a unicorn without having an account on our database. So basically, there's going to be some verification around it. Do the plunger, yeah. maybe we should just turn this into a plunger, huh? No. We're going to stick with Teletubbies. Hold on. Anyways, where was I? Oh, okay. Yeah. So the first 25,000 players are going to be the initial seed stage. And so that seed stage will be represented, we'll have the 25,000 unicorns, and those people will be able to fuse, or they'll be able to get one free trait box per week. And so in the trait boxes, you'll find like traits like this Teletubby one or something else. Like basically, it shows you 3, you get to pick 1, and so that's what the interesting decision will be. Which of the 3 do I pick? And then, am I going to pick it because it's valuable, and I can resell it, or am I going to pick it because I actually want to fuse it to my unicorn? And so basically, as you collect those traits, you'll be able to fuse it to your unicorn. And when you collect 5 different trait types to your unicorn, you get a second free character. And then again, at 10 free traits fused, at 10 traits fused, you'll be able to get a third unicorn. And then each of those, you can also level those up at the same time, and those will be able to breed their own unicorns as well. And so essentially, like, it's going to start with 25,000 players using 25,000 unicorns, but eventually it could turn into 1 million players using 1 million unicorns. I don't know, like that's way down the line, right? But basically, we're allowing for that to happen. But it's not just going to be an exponential growth thing, because, for instance, like the nose trait, like just finding a nose is way more rare than finding a horn. And then within the horn, there's its own rarity. So like the Teletubby one's probably going to be legendary, but like just a simple colored one that I don't want the white horn anymore. I want the green one. Just to do that, that's like a common horn, right? But then let's see, like this crystal. The crystal obelisk will be an epic, so that won't happen very often, but it'll happen a little bit more often than the legendary ones. So basically, there's 2 levels to rarity. There's the trait types that are rare, that have a rarity system, and then there's the traits inside of the trait types that have the rarity system. So basically, to be able to find 5 different trait types will be pretty easy. Like probably it'll just take you a month or so to find it. But to get to a 10 trait unicorn, it's gonna be really hard because like you'll always be finding horns, but you just can't find that nose. So you can either buy it on the aftermarket or you can keep trying to open trait boxes. So yeah. You're gonna try to get a unicorn with a lot of your ideas. That's cool. Yeah, Yeah, I think that would be super rewarding, right? Is like you got to see a Teletubbies one come in, and you were the Teletubby one who suggested it. Like honestly, like there's NFTs are all about status and flexing, and like what bigger flex is there than that? So Solar, I got to go make yours. This entire time I've been working on fucking Teletubbies horn. Okay, so this is the blue one. Or wait, is that the correct color? Oh, no, that's the green one. Okay, let's make this one green. We should put a shadow on this, right? Can we get, like, possibilities to get more NFT giveaways? Yeah, so we do have a giveaway going. I don't know exactly the status of it, though. Honestly, so I am like kind of like the head of creative on this project, and Tyler, who you might have seen in the Discord by now, he is my brother and business partner, like brother in real life and business partner, and he's been the one mapping out all the giveaways and stuff. So I don't know exactly where their giveaways are at right now. Just being honest, so. Yo, what's up? How you doing? MLTKFYU, what's up? Sorry for reading out your... I don't know, I felt awkward reading that username. I apologize. But what's awkward about it? There's nothing awkward, so I don't feel awkward. I'm just going to go ahead and talk out loud for this entire stream. So, by the way, I've never really streamed much. I did actually stream a little bit with one of our other apps that we were building. Yeah, it was super fun. So that's why I'm able to do this a little bit without fumbling over myself. But it was definitely rough in the beginning. So you'll still have to bear with me on if I just kind of zone out for a few minutes. You can just call me KYU, sweet. Or Caillou? Yeah, probably Caillou, right? You're probably saying Caillou. I'm going to go with Caillou. Oh, this feels really good. Yeah, look at that. I do kind of want to go do the plunger now, but... No, we got to stay focused. Green. Okay, now we got to go make the yellow. The yellow is the squiggle. I love the squiggle one. Yo, Solar, did you suggested Teletubbies? I thought it was KY or something is Dan, or Dan is real. No, I don't know. Dan came in and dropped a bunch of ideas this morning, but also you were too, Solar. I'm not trying to discount you here. It's just how you pronounce the letter Q. Oh, okay, cool. I really appreciate you going through that with me. Oh, this is gonna look so good. No. I should have seen that coming. We gotta widen this little loop out a lot more. This loop is so fucking big. No. Oh, we're talking about the blades. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I do like the blade horn idea. So actually, like one of my favorite. So I've got two favorite horns so far. I'll show you them. First of all, what does this one look like to you all? Can you tell me what this looks like? It's something I don't know if I want to keep it because I showed it to my brother Tyler and he said, like actually let me show you what it looks like on really quick just so you can actually give me a real here. Toilet paper. Yeah, I mean, like, it's obviously a toilet paper roll, but the idea is it was a horse in disguise, right? Because it's like, I don't know, it's stupid. Do it the rarest. Okay, yeah. But you get it, though, it's like kind of just like strings and like, I don't know. My problem is, like, I like it, but it's kind of like stupid. But I guess that's kind of NFTs, right? This one's cool. It's like kind of like corrupted. In what program am I doing this? This is called Figma. Yeah, it's super dope. So this is the rainbow horn. I think we're going to actually drop it. But anyways, check out this tusk. This has been one of my favorite horns since the beginning. But then right after I made this, I made like a sawed off tusk. And I don't know, it just feels like badass. Like like I said, I'm not trying to like endorse poaching or anything like at all. I'm just saying it looks cool. Like it looks like this unicorn like went through some stuff, so yeah. Xenopho. Can you do a horn with 2 chopsticks holding a sushi? That's super goofy. It's just crazy enough to be worth doing. Oh man, we're gonna make so many stupid traits, aren't we? Like we're never gonna finish this project because we're just gonna be building super goofy stuff all the time. Oh, this looks good. Actually, hold up. Here we go. Sorry about the coughing every once in a while. I just coming off a cold. Oh, this is gonna look so good. I think this would be this is actually gonna be a really cool trait because it's gonna be one of the few that actually have a different style per color. And actually, like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, maybe we should do that more often. But if we do that, then I'm gonna be fucking making art forever. We're never actually gonna finish this. So I'm gonna like tell myself that we're not gonna do this often. So just heads up. We'll see if I stick to it. Can you maybe do one unicorn that has like half of its face zombified? Oh, that's cool. So yeah, it's like it's interesting. Like the layering system is really complex because there's actually 15 traits. There's a first layer of clothing, then there's like a jacket, secondary layer. There's the hand, so that's 3. There's the skin, then there's a pattern to the skin, so you can do like zebra pattern and leopard pattern, right? So that's 6 or 5, whatever. There's chin hair, or facial hair. Or just chin in general. There's going to be some like non-facial hair, but like chin stuff. There's mouth, there's nose, eyes, eyebrows, horn, ears, and hair. Oh, and then there's hat or hair, like head, I guess. So, and I said fist, right? Like fist is also going to be like items as well. But anyways, like because of like the way that the layering system is like if one kind of has something that's like goes off like this way, then I have to put it above the other layers or else it's going to interfere with the layers on top. So because we have so many trait categories, it's like I'm nervous to do something so big. There's a really long way to say it, Q, but basically, I'm nervous to do something where it fucks with the like half the face because if that is the case, it's probably going to interfere with other trait layers. So, but I don't know. We do have a mutton chops. Let me show you the mutton chops. There you go. You see, look at this. Even this, like this is supposed to tuck in under the like chin or chin edge. I don't know the word for that, but I guess it kind of looks like it's tucking in. But anyways, the chin is probably the most varied, where maybe we could add some zombie details into this area. But all right, God, I need new art. I'm sorry, I keep getting on tangents right now. Okay. By the way, are you all having fun? I'm having a lot of fun right now, so I hope you're enjoying this. I just really want to say I appreciate you all being here. This honestly, like I'm like so excited about this project and where we're going with it. I think like so many projects right now, like because they can, they're cashing in when they haven't really done anything, beyond just a little bit of art and a landing page, and like basically everything that we're doing, we're trying to set it up so that like we only win if you win, and I know that sounds like super marketing talk, but like, I'm here on camera, my brother's here on camera, like we're here doing this every day. Our team, we've got 2 designers and 2 developers. Our team's going to be showing up every day. And so, I guess just like, some of this might sound like too good to be true or like marketing speak, but for real, like we're here, we're going to stay doing it. So yeah. All right. Enough of that tangent. That was like too real for a second. Let's get back to the fun stuff, like making a Teletubby horn, right? How do we decide the rarity of the ideas people submit? So yeah, let's talk about that. So honestly, partly what I've been doing is like I end up making the art and I'm like, that looks really fucking cool, and then I'm like, okay, does this one look cooler than this one? And then that's kind of how I've been doing the rarities. So I wish I could say there was like more of a process to it than that, but you kind of just got to feel these things out a little bit. So what we'll probably do is once I finalize like the art, like legit, I think we'll probably take some of the stuff that's like harder to like say this or that on, and we'll start doing some votes on it. So yeah, I guess stay tuned for that. But this looks so good. This looks so good. But yeah, let me explain a little bit on the rarities because it's pretty complicated. So basically, there's 2 levels of rarity. There is the trait type rarity, which is basically like, it's a horn or it's a nose. And so both of those traits, or both of those types have different amounts of rarity to them. And so, yeah. Sorry, I really lost my train of thought there. That's all I got for you. So if somebody could remind me where I was going. Where was I going? Fuck. Oh, okay, rarities. There you go. So there is rarity to the type of trait. So like a horn is going to be way more common than a nose trait will be. But within the horn, there's going to be rarity. So like yeah, that's it. I don't think I can really expand on that. But anyways, the for stuff like okay. So each trait and each trait category has a rarity of common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. And so each one is like way more rare than the next. And so yeah, so like but basically it's going to be such that like a legendary trait category with a legendary trait there's probably only going to be like out of every 100,000 traits that get minted, there will probably only be like 10 of those. So if I didn't have ADHD, I would help you out, but I forgot already. That's so I'm not laughing at your ADHD. So I don't personally have ADHD, but I don't know if you're here from our TikTok community, but up until about a month ago, we've been building ADHD specific apps because we ended up with a lot of followers who have ADHD and were wanting us to like make certain types of apps for them. And it was super fun. And like, I don't think those apps are done, right? I just think that like for now we're going to be focused on this for the foreseeable future. And yeah, so but anyways, like I feel like in doing those apps, and designing them, I've like gotten to know how like ADHD people work and like how to help them be productive. And so I totally get where you're coming from with the ADHD and stuff. So okay, what is a mint? Cujo, thanks so much for asking. By the way, if anybody has any questions like this, like definitely feel free to reach out to us on Discord or right now. We want to be a lot of people's first NFT experience, and so so what is a mint? Basically, whenever a project like ours launches, there's a process to the way all the markets work. So at first is the first stage is the mint stage. And so minting is where for the first time ever, this thing is newly minted. That's kind of the idea. And so that's kind of like the shorthand for mint is, NFTs are a thing that allows for you to have the uniqueness where it's like, where this thing is a one of one, and this thing is verifiably one of one, and also is verifiably owned by this person. So ours is going to be a little bit awkward because it's not like entirely fungible, because there are going to be other ones that aren't one of one, right? Like everybody's going to start with the same character, and so basically everybody will have there will be no unique characters in the first few minutes, right? But then as people collect traits, those will have rarities, and then those will start getting fused, and that's where like the real one of one and fungibleness will start happening. Which, by the way, that's what NFT is a non-fungible token, which basically means it can't be like sharded, like it sounded like I said shard, but shard. So like basically like it can't be split into more versions. So basically each NFT will be unique. Just on the blockchain, just the metadata and like what shows might not be unique at first. So yeah. Really long tangent on minting, but that's kind of how minting works. Is the first step is actually creating it and putting it on the blockchain, that this is a verifiably unique token, and that token is owned by you, hopefully. And so that's minting. Sorry, talking about like super detailed stuff while doing art. I'm sure I repeat myself a lot, so I hope you can all bear with me. And also if I ever say anything that is incorrect, please let me know. A lot of this stuff is from just my own research, but I might have missed things or guessed on stuff. Yeah, dude, this looks good. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, she'll do just fine. So fascinated by everything, so hyped. Yeah, that's cool. How's everybody else doing? Let's sound off, right? Just like, no judgment zone here. Just hit me up with what you're feeling about the project and just in general, like me, Like, it'd be nice if you could validate me a little bit. That was so lame. I'm just gonna go ahead and cry really quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this stream. Yeah, I needed just a little bit more shadow, right? I feel like there should be another chat for unicorn ideas, and you can only say a maximum of 5 words to make it easier. Oh, that's such a good idea, Solar. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So actually, can you also mention Caramel? Actually, I'll just go mention Caramel. There you go. So Caramel is actually our admin. He's our only admin. He's been with us on our Discord for not a year, but probably like 10 months now. So yeah, can I get Discord mod somehow? I was co-owner from a Discord server once. It wasn't the biggest and not as big as yours. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, this is my first like Discord mod experience as well. Like, is all of this stuff too. So, I'm not trying to be. I'm definitely jumpy with letting in newcomers fresh off the boat. Not that I'm trying to say that you're going to take advantage, but we'll probably have a little bit of a process around like new mods. But stay tuned on that for sure. Like, you're here vibing with me, I'm vibing with you. But just like, yeah, I think we need to do a little bit more of like a get to know stage kind of thing. So, yeah. so cool to watch this. I've been thinking about learning more about graphic design. Already know how to use After Effects. Oh, that's super cool. Hey, Q, you know what's cool is I actually started with After Effects. That was like my first program that I learned in high school. I actually like for a little bit was like really thinking about getting into like film stuff. Like, you know, I did the whole like green screen and stuff. I like, you know, did like miniatured me and my friends, like did a whole thing where I was like, had my friend on my hand and like made a few videos like that. Anyways, yeah, you know, it's cool though. Like I always kind of looked at it as a hobby. But then like TikTok happened and I got like, and I was just like, bro, I've got all this fucking editing experience. Yeah, you know, like, honestly, like I would say that if you're getting into graphic design or art in general, like having different like fields of expertise will always help you and will also illuminate you in your graphic design or art experience. So actually, it's kind of funny. You're like on the same track that I was at. I got into After Effects and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go be a graphic designer. I got super into graphic design. And I was like, well, actually, I'm gonna go be a designer. And then I was like, and then here I am. And now I'm going back to graphic design. So it's my first one too. I learned almost everything myself. Nice. That's cool. That's super, super cool. So, you know, I'm not sure if you're interested, but we are probably going to be looking for some editors soon because we're just going to like try to like Gary V this and like make like the most amount of content ever. And so, yeah, just, I guess, hit me up or, yeah, I don't know. Cool. Let's do the red one. The red one's going to be super simple. I love how you all have been sitting here watching me do fucking Teletubbies, and it's like I've gotten fucking nothing done. we're like on the first one, you know. It's a little bit embarrassing. I can edit on Adobe After Effects, but sadly I don't have money anymore to pay for it. Ah, true. Yeah, so actually you know, it's funny. If you go to our TikTok and scroll like all the way down, you'll see that we started way more fancy on our production, and it was because I was kind of like not embarrassed, but just embarrassed is the wrong word, but like wary, and I wanted to be like show that like, yo, we're doing this legit and we're solid. And so I was spending like 3-4 hours per video to make these like really fancy like mock-ups that like moved around and floated and stuff. And then one day I was just like, bro, I'm so tired of like this much work all the time. And so I just like threw up a video that was like that was me just like walking through the file, and like it got like the most amount of views that we had at the time of any video, and I was just like, man, like it was such an eye-opening experience for me of like quality only matters to you, and that's it. You know, as long as you're being authentic and real with the community, then people will vibe with it. And I think that's why TikTok is winning so much. Is they're like is like they let people be real. Like I don't know if you all are into Reddit, but like it feels like a video based Reddit where there's like inside jokes and like you're cool if you know about, you know, that one person on TikTok who's like making all the remaking like logos of big brands. Like you only know that if you're on TikTok, right? And like and I think that's why TikTok's cool. But anyways, like quality in general, I think is going to matter less and less and less as like people just care about the authenticity. So yeah, should stream on TikTok too. Make so much more people interested. Yeah. So actually, I used to actually do a stream every day. Where like every weekday, I guess I would hop on and stream for a while and just chat about our apps. But actually, like part of it is like it's really tough to like watch chat on YouTube, watch chat on TikTok, and I found that I ended up just watching, like barely watching any of the chats because I was like so overwhelmed. So I think that I'll probably every once in a while go on TikTok and do it, and every once in a while I'll do it on here on YouTube, because on my phone for some reason they don't TikTok doesn't let me stream with OBS. Some accounts get it, but I've yet to have the feature. I think once I am able to stream on OBS on TikTok, I'll probably like stream like fucking crazy. So I guess stay tuned on that. But yeah. But yeah, hey, I said it again a minute ago. I'll say it again. Thanks so much for hanging with me. I appreciate you guys. Oh yeah, check that out. You know, it's so funny. I like art is like so much on the details. Like it's really not that complicated. It's just that you got to like look at one thing and then be like, okay, how does the shadow play? Like, I know that sounds like super simple, but like it was a bit of a revelation for me. Even in this project, I've like gained so much skills already around the details of like just shading, because you like this definitely is like, you know, on trend. Like this project is like for other NFT projects that you might have seen, so it's like it's not a style that I usually do, and so it's yeah, I've had to relearn a bit. Yo, the red Teletubby looks super good, honestly. Do you think that this is like a copyright thing? I don't know though, because I've seen a lot of NFT projects that like have stuff that's like super marveled up. Like it's like super obvious that they just like made an Iron Man trait. I think they even call it Iron Man sometimes, like, or whatever, Captain America or whatever they end up doing. So whoo. Hey, so can you all sound off on me? Are you guys are you all newbies to the NFT world? Have you bought an NFT before? Just say a thing to do the bubbles. You know the thing I mean, right? Oh, yeah. Yep, I totally know what you're saying. Yeah, that looks exactly like a bubble machine, little blower thing. So I have two daughters. One is about to turn 4, and one is just turned 2. And so I'm very familiar with bubbles at this stage. So this stage of my life. So you're new, sweet. Well, awesome. That's so cool to hear that we'll get to be your all's first experience with NFTs. So, yeah. So, what do you guys think? Should we actually make these completely different traits? Like I guess, you know, like we can make this horn like we can make it so that you can change that to green, right? Like the same way as ever. Yeah, I don't know. What do y'all think? It might or I guess it's not a waste of a trait, but it's just like, I mean, we're doing this art, we might as well make it separate traits that you can style on the colors. Or should we make this one super special and everything? Yeah, probably make it super special. I don't know. This will be your first NFT. Been interested in NFTs, but pretty young and don't have the money to invest. Sweet. You could do a contract like in Counter-Strike. You give some items and you give a chance to get better. That's a cool idea. I'll have to look into that. I actually haven't played CS:GO, but one of our developers, he was bringing it up as well. So it's actually funny, like us, like this is definitely all of our first project as well in the NFT world. So Dylan, he's the one who's like our blockchain expert now, but it was because we were just like, yo, either Ted or Dylan, who wants to do the blockchain work? And then they were like, no, Dylan was like, I'll do it, and then now he's a blockchain expert. And honestly, like, yeah, I would say he's a blockchain expert for sure. So, anyways, I don't know why you went on the tangent, but there you go. If you give two things that are uncommon and you can get something epic or maybe common. Cool. Yeah, so actually somebody brought that up in the suggestions yesterday, and I thought it was such a cool idea of a like where basically you could, if you manage to get two of the same trait, you could fuse them together to upgrade to make it like a super version of that. Which like is honestly like really fucking like crazy around like how does that even like work on the game mechanics, like it definitely adds excitement, so that's all that matters. But so I'm big on audiobooks, so I've been I just read Sid Meier's Autobiography, and it sounds super, it is nerdy, yeah, I'll give you that, but basically I don't know if you know who Sid Meier's is. He is the guy who's like the lead designer for Civilization games. And honestly, like the book was so good because like I'm looking at it through the lens of NFTs right now, and like the whole book he's talking about how like he's saying things that are like exact replicas of like back in the 70s. Computer gaming was just coming of age, and like people were just making games just because they could on the computer, and I feel like that's exactly what's happening right now with NFTs, where it's like people are making games that are cool because they're an NFT game, but like eventually a game might be like, nowadays it's like, oh well, Settlers of Catan is a really good board game. People wouldn't make that a computer game like just because it's like got to be the right fit for that market. But here we're in this dawning age of NFTs, that NFT gaming I think like has so many parallels to that. And anyways, really long tangent there, but Sid Meier's had such a good line where his whole premise of being a game designer is that the focus of game design should be making players have to make interesting decisions. And honestly, it's something that like has been guiding me through this game design process, where this will be like just this collection layer game where with the leaderboard is like there's a lot of game design aspects to it, even though it's not a game. And so all that to say, adding a complexity around upgrading and fusing traits to make them super traits, or like you were saying, Xenopho, making it where you could like collect 4 or 5 traits, give them all up for a chance to like have a better rarity version. Like, wow, that's such a cool mechanic that really does add a lot of cool, interesting decisions, I think. So, really, really long-winded way to say, amazing idea. I love it, and we got to add it somehow. So, that's where I recognize the name from Civilization. Yeah. Do you have an office, or do you have like a whiteboard in your room? No. So, this is so I work from home, but I have like a dedicated space that is my office, and so this is my office. So here, let's show you around. This is my fancy wall here. I use that for my TikToks. And then over there is like kind of like I sit there sometimes to like plan my day. And then, but yeah, mostly I just sit here all day and do my thing. And honestly, I'm a little ashamed to admit, but I like rarely use the whiteboard, so yeah. Do 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 do. Do do do. After I finish, yeah, I'll do a Teletubby, or sorry, I'll do a horn, or sorry, a nose after these Teletubbies. Yeah, I like that. What nose should I do? There's many gotcha games where if you collect like multiple of the same thing, you can upgrade it. Maybe there's something like that. Maybe you can unlock more colors. That's a cool idea. Yeah. So right now we've made a lot of decisions to try to avoid those like gotcha mechanics around loot boxes, because so actually I think there's going to be an insane amount of regulation once we start launching, like once us and other projects start launching things like this, because right up until this point, loot boxes have not been regulated by governments so much. Well, they have. Well, I'll get to that, but loot boxes have been not regulated because there's technically no value to it at all. Like you can't go sell it on a marketplace somewhere. And so up to this point, even though it's basically a fucking slot machine, it's not regulated because well, I couldn't go use this skin somewhere else, so there's actually no value. It's just like aesthetics to the character. That is really going to change with this project and with other projects. I'm not trying to say that we are the first to do this. I'll give that. So basically, if regulators see this, they're going to be like, holy shit, these loot boxes now have real value. You could go resell those on a market, and now, holy cow, we got to go save the children because the children are going to start going insane on buying stuff. I say children. I'm not making fun of children. I'm just saying it seems like a lot of the regulation is around avoiding children allowing themselves to go spend 20 grand on skins that don't mean anything. So anyways, long story short, because of all of that, and also because of my ethical choices, I don't want to bankrupt anybody. I don't want to put anybody even in a spot where if you have an addictive personality, you could go crazy on loot boxes and basically I heard this story where somebody was a whale in this community for this game, and the game developers they reached out to her and were like, yo, come out to the studio, meet the dev team, we'll buy your plane ticket and all of that. Well, she couldn't go because she didn't even have enough money to get on the train to go to the airport, because that game basically bankrupted her. And it's that sucks. I'm not interested at all in doing anything like that. However, we are going to do some paid mechanics around the loot box system so let me show you really quick. And I'm going to explain why I think at least we can avoid the regulation, and legally and ethically we're okay. Because those loot boxes are basically a slot machine where I could go buy a loot box at any point in my day. Hey, I just got paid. I'm going to go buy 50 loot boxes. You could go do that on any game that offers a loot box. However, we are going to lock it down where you can literally only get one free loot box, and you don't even have to pay for it. You just get it, and that's it. Now, what happens when you open a loot box or trait box? We're calling them trait boxes. Is you see 3 different traits. All 3 traits will be of the same rarity level, Yeah, but they'll be randomized amongst the trait categories and the traits themselves. And so so this one is an epic trait box, and so all of them are of epic, which is the second highest rarity tier. Now you could choose one of these for free. And that's it. No questions asked. You go, okay, you're going to pick this one. You go mint that, and now it's in your wallet, and you can go fuse that to your unicorn, or you can resell it. All of that is free. We don't charge you anything. Actually, we pay for the transaction fees around it. But where we are doing a paid mechanic around that is you could choose a second one for a certain amount of money. We haven't figured out exactly what we're going to charge for that, but basically we're thinking that it'll be somewhere around like $10 for a common one and probably around $80 for a super rare one. So it will probably be around market value, but we'll see. Anyways, so you can do that for the second trait. Then the third trait you could also select. Like, let's say that all three of these were like, holy shit, I've been wanting all three of these. I want to fuse them all into my character. You could, for the third one, you would pay double what you paid for the second one. So again, it makes it like more difficult so that we're not even like, it's like trying to regulate the market where you could do this, but like it's so expensive, you might as well just go find it on the marketplace. And so, but that's it, right? That's all you can do once a week. And so like for me, ethically, I feel okay about that, where if you have got a difficult, an addictive personality, then we've done our best to avoid letting you, just waste all of your money on the game. So anyways, like for future regulators, if you come watch this video, I promise I've got the community's heart in mind, and we're going to take care of our people. But I think that because we're opening this Pandora's box of fusing other NFTs to one NFT, and there's trait boxes and everything, I'm sure other people are going to jump in and they're going to do it way more maliciously than us. And for any of you people who are doing that and watching this video in the future, I just want to say, please be careful, because this is real stuff, and because it's real people on the end of the line. So yeah, I'm over here like being all grandiose. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be. This is cool though. Yeah, this looks good. I think it's really cool. Good to not like have whales that just buy up at the end. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's also the other part of the mechanic is that it will be a little pay to win. Like any game that is free to play has some pay to win mechanics around it, but it's going to limit it where they're going to have to rely on the aftermarket to pay to win, because at best they'll get 3 traits each week. So are all free trait boxes the same rarity? No, and actually that's another part of I think what is going to cause regulation is when you have to pay for rarity. That is an issue, because it's going to it means that like, yeah, again, it's a slot machine, even more so, because now it's like, oh well, do you really want to waste your money on a common loot box? Anyways, so for us, we are making it so that it's completely random. It'll just completely random based on a rarity. So basically, like epic trait boxes are going to be less common than rare, but legendary will be more rare than epic. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, it'll all be based on rarities and randomization for that. So yes, so basically, if you're free and you play for months free, you'll probably be able to keep up as long as you keep going and minting every week. Like, there's going to be ebbs and flows, right? Where a few whales jump in and they go crazy, aping in, and then all of a sudden they're at the top of the leaderboard. But they'll get bored, they'll leave and not continue to mint their traits, and then for a few months they'll be high in the leaderboard, and then all of you grinders who are doing it for free will be able to go in and keep grinding and being a part of the community. And that's actually like the foundation of this entire project was started with that in mind. Was there's whales who ape in, and it feels so much like gambling. NFTs do, because there's no say in it, and so the rich people just go buy way more than everybody else, and then they have more likely chance of getting rare stuff. And so, I hope we've done we've done a lot to avoid that stuff. So we'll see. I'm sure there's going to be some stuff that we've overlooked, and and that's also what's cool too, is like we're looking at this as an ongoing thing, like almost like an MMO or like League of Legends, where there's going to be balance mechanics that we add into it as we go, and hopefully allow free to play people to have a super awesome experience. It would be so freaking cool if like we somehow make it where you could like team up with other free to play players, and you guys could all like share traits with each other, and then if you get up to the top of the leaderboard, you're all splitting the pot with each other. Like, whoa, that would be cool, right? Like, I do want to add stuff like that where it like makes it like not hard for them to win, but makes it like easier for you guys or for you free folks to keep showing up and doing well. So cool. Kind of stupid question because I'm not very educated in NFTs, but how do you make a profit from this? Like, what makes you money? Are you meaning like me personally or you? I guess I could talk about both. I'll just talk about both. So for you, how you are going to ape in and build up money. Let's talk about the economics around that, because essentially what's going to happen is there's 25,000 free characters get minted, right? And in the beginning, we're going to try as hard as we can to make it where, on average, there's one unicorn per wallet in the very beginning. Pinocchio knows. Cool. I'll go do that while I'm talking. Okay, so hold on. Let me get that set up before I continue talking on my tangent. Could you sound off if you're enjoying my tangents, or if you'd like me to just shut up and do art? Okay. Where was I? Okay. So anyways, when you just sign up, let's say that you sign up and you get a unicorn on launch day. Well, you will be able to get a free mint, or free trait on mint, and then every week you'll get another trait. So basically, in let's say 3 months from now, if you show up every week, you will have minted around 14 traits, because there's going to be one in the very beginning too. So in 3 months, you'll have minted 14 traits. There's a very likely chance that you'll have at least 5 trait categories within that, which means that you can fuse that to your character and you'll get a second unicorn, which will start giving you a second loot box every week. Then that will allow you to collect more traits faster, fuse those to your unicorns, and then like basically there's like a compounding interest system. And so what that means for you though is you're still getting all that for free. So how do you get value from those characters? Well, those 25,000 people are going to be the seed of the entire marketplace, because eventually we're going to be launching these games, right? And by that time, we'll have definitely minted out all of our free unicorns. And so once we launch the games, then there's going to be another hype wave around the games, where all of a sudden there's play to earn gaming on top of this, which means that as you play the game, you'll collect traits by like winning over other players, right? And so basically, like, when that happens, there'll be another hype wave, and there'll be people wanting to get in, but all they can do is the only way they can play the game is if they buy it from the aftermarket. And so you, with your unicorns, you've been collecting unicorns. You've got a few that are like super high level. You've got a few that are new. You got a few that you never even like touched, right? And so you'll be able to sell as many as you want, or continue grinding and just like keep going up and collecting unicorns. However, there is a limit on 7 loot boxes each week. Like if you have 8 unicorns, you'll only be able to get 7 free loot boxes each week. And actually 7 in general. Like you won't be able to buy any more. So anyways, so that's step A. So all of that sets it up to where people coming in wanting to play the game, they've got to buy from you or other people from the seed stage. And so the value will definitely be more than zero. Like you'll I don't know, I can't say what it's going to be, but I think it'll be pretty high, especially because there's so much mechanics around what do those newcomers want, right? Some will come in saying, I just want high-level unicorns so that I can go really dominate the games, which I'll get into. We're going to try to make it so that it's still skill-based. But obviously, if you have like a super maxed out unicorn with a high power level, you're going to be doing more damage than everybody else. So there's going to be skill still, but there'll be a little bit of like high levels win more likely. Sorry. Okay, so anyway, so some will want high-level unicorns. Some will focus on 4-trait and 9-trait unicorns because when that happens, that means that you only need to find one more trait to get a free unicorn. So they'll want to start building their collection. So the people who understand the gameplay won't just be buying really high-level stuff. They might buy one, and then they'll buy a 4 or a 9-traiter so that they only need to find one more trait to get a second unicorn. So that's the other wave. So that'll keep it where even mid-range unicorns are still pretty expensive, I think. And then there's the other hand of like people who want to be authentic and grind and are like, dude, this is cool. I want to go play it. I didn't hear about it till now. They want to start from the ground up. So you can also probably get some value out of freshly minted free unicorns, like with no traits, because some people will be like, I want to go grind for a while. And so I expect what's going to happen is people who ape in, even whales, they'll buy some high-level stuff, they'll buy some mid-level stuff, and they'll buy some really base stuff so that they can play all angles of the game jumping in. But the cool thing is because you're the first 25,000, you're going to be able to sell all of those range of products to the new coming community. And so, yeah, honestly, I'm just like it's amazing. Like it really is amazing. Like I think it's going to work. So We'll see. And that's not to mention the traits themselves. Like you might mint a trait and be like, man, this one is actually really rare, but I don't really like it for my unicorn because I'm like really trying to like spec it out for this or something. And so you could actually go sell that on the marketplace as well. Probably traits will be way less valuable than unicorns themselves because there's less nuance, right? Like at the end of the day, there's 20 traits, like let's say that there's one trait and 50 people are selling the same trait. Well, like you as a buyer are not going to buy the 50th most expensive one. You're going to buy the cheapest one. You know what I mean? Like so there's going to be a little less nuance there where it's all going to be floor-based pricing, which is going to like kind of drag the profit or drag the price down on traits. But I don't know. I think some of the stuff that Xenopho, you and I have been talking about, where you can like blend stuff together or trade in some stuff for like extra power stuff. I think that traits have an ability to go nuanced. We just haven't found the right system yet for that. So, well, that was a really long tangent. So I hope you all understand that now. So, yeah. Cool. I'm your favorite streamer. Thanks so much. How will you make more NFTs if it's limited at 25? Yeah, so, well, that's the thing, is the 25 is the seed. So it's basically 25,000 go to 25,000 players. So when you sign up, let me go to the dashboard here. When you sign up, you're going to, you have to connect a Phantom wallet, and then that will automatically be like, oh, okay, that already has an account. Let me go log them in. Or, oh, this is a new account. Let me create an account. Either way, it's going to send you a code to your email, which has to be verified before you get in. So basically, we're making it so that you could probably scam it in the beginning, but we're going to also add some features to like try to negate that too. But basically, you would have to create an email and a new wallet for every account, and then you would have to verify it as well. And when everybody else is aping in, you don't have time to go create an account, go through all this process, log out, and then do the same thing. Like if it does get crazy hyped, like it's going to be probably really difficult to to get people, like, to have people where they're minting more than one in like more real life people, you know. Okay. Anyways, so all of that is the first 25,000 people, and so that means though when they go fuse 5 traits to their unicorn, then they'll get an additional one, which will go beyond the 25,000. Like basically, there's going to be more than 25,000 in circulation. It's just that only the first 25,000 signups will get one, and then those people will breed more by fusing more traits to their unicorns. So yeah, basically I think it's super intricate, but I think it all fits together where early community comes in, they make a unicorn, they grind for traits over the next few months, they collect more unicorns, those get them more traits more often, those breed more unicorns, and then they're like, okay, well now I'm sitting here flush with 5 unicorns. I can keep loading these up, or I can start selling some stuff. And then that's when the people who didn't make it into the mint will be able to ape in off of your stuff. So yeah. Are you gonna add new traits once the game comes out? Yeah, Solar, I'm nervous to do that. Like, I think we will, but it's like it would really fuck up with the marketplace. Like because basically, it's always going to show like 1% of unicorns have this. And it might be that we have more than 1% of wallets have it, but they just like have it in their wallet. They haven't fused it to a unicorn. So like it's complicated. Obviously, all of this is complicated, but it's a little complicated because once we start, like say that we've got a specific rarity to all the traits, and then all of a sudden we create a new legendary trait. Well, that is now the most rare trait in existence because it's legendary and it's never been minted before. And so I don't know, like at the end of the day, every rarity will have at most a 5 power level spread. So it actually won't really affect power level. It'll just be like if you're trying to find a really rare trait, it'll ruin the market. But no matter what, it still does the same stuff to the unicorns because it'll like an epic trait will always have either 55 or 60 power level. So yeah. How do us devs make money from this? Great. I forgot to circle back on that. So first of all, I kind of already went through the trait box stuff, but if you want more than one of these, right? Like say that you've been trying to get all 3 of these on your trait boxes, and then all of a sudden you like crazy luck out and all 3 of these are the ones you've been looking for. Well, you're not going to wait to go mint for these again, you might go buy them on the aftermarket, but you've got them right here. You could do it. And so the idea is that you can get this one for free or any of these for free, right? But you could buy a second and a third one with real money. And so it's actually really cool. We're making it so that that purchase actually isn't purchased on the blockchain. It will be on the blockchain, the NFT that you mint. But what we're doing is we're going to charge you for the ability to mint. And I know it's like a little bit semantics, but essentially what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to be able to charge with a credit card. So you could literally buy traits without having ever bought in Solana before. As long as you've got a wallet, you'll be able to use a credit card or crypto to buy your second and third traits. And so anyways, that is part A of how we're going to make money. And that's probably where most of our money is going to come from. We'll see. But basically, we're looking at it as kind of like a free-to-play mobile game. Like there's you could play free and you could even win free if you grind long enough. But you can skip the line by paying. And so. Yeah, so that's A. Part B is we're going to put a commission on all resale. And so that's what most NFTs do. Most NFTs are around 3% of resale. We're going to put ours a little high at 5% of resale. And that's because we're giving it away for free. Like it's we're taking a lot of risk here, right? Like we could potentially have built the hype around a project that you have to pay for your NFT. But we wanted this to be a lot of people's first experiences with it. And so basically, yeah, we're going to take a 5% commission on resale. And then the other side of that though is marketplaces that you resell it on. Like OpenSea is one that's big for Ethereum. For Solana, the big one is Solana Art, and SolSea is kind of coming up, but they're still really early, so it's a bit rough. But they're definitely trying to be the OpenSea of Solana. But anyways, those platforms charge usually like a 2 to 3% fee on top of that, on top of the commission. We are going to build a marketplace, probably not at launch. I think we're gonna launch like on SolSea or something, and then we're gonna make it so that we build our own marketplace, and in that we're gonna charge zero fees outside of the commission. So basically, I think like it's all gonna come out washed, where you'll probably be getting the same amount of fees as you get if you were to do a normal project on a normal thing. So. Yeah. After the 25,000 NFTs, can you still play without having any NFTs, or do you need to have at least one? Yeah, you'll need to have at least one. And so that once we launch the games, we're gonna make it where you have to have at least one NFT. Maybe eventually we'll open that up. I don't know. There's a game called Rarity that is coming up. They haven't launched yet, but they're on Solana, and they have some sort of free-to-play system where you can play the game, and then you can and then like you don't get character NFTs, you get like item NFTs, which you can then sell to get a character NFT. But I don't know. I think that's a half measure. I think eventually where it's going to be it is something like that, I guess, where games have it where you can collect stuff like this, where you collect traits, you can resell those and do that. But I don't know. For us, we're planning on making it where in order to play the game, you have to buy a character NFT. And if you buy a character NFT, it's also going to push up the price on the marketplace too, because once people want to ape in and play the game, well, you have to pay to get in. Okay, let me go find the cheapest one. Oh shit, it's expensive. Okay, I'll go save up. So you should make a free trial version, try, because personally I won't pay if I don't know the game is even fun. That's a really good point. Yeah, that's a really good point. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So my idea for the game. We don't have any design for it. But what is it? Oh, I don't know if you've ever played like a .io game. But Slither.io is like a super fun game. Hold on. Come on, Slither. Oh, God. Sorry, everybody. I'm just going to show you some like images here. Basically, it's kind of like a Snake game, like like Snake on the phone, like the classic phones. It's like that, but basically like you collect these little glowing orbs, and it increases the size of your snake, and then you run into people, or you make people run into you, and you kill them, and that's how you play the game. I'm thinking that we're gonna do something like this, but I don't know if you've played Pokemon. What's the Pokemon MOBA that just came out? Pokemon Unite. Yeah. Pokemon Unite. And so I don't know if you've played Pokemon Unite. First of all, it's a really fun game. You should check it out. But on Pokemon Unite, they've got it where like if you start with like Bulbasaur, you have to start it's Blastoise, right? Is the highest level. But you know how like they evolve, right, in Pokemon. Well, you start the game as the lowest evolution, and then as you score points and stuff in the game, you evolve. Your whole team evolves to the next stage. So I think that's what we're gonna do a little bit in ours, where we do like a Slither style game where all of the unicorns are fighting each other in like a battle royale vibe. But you all start as a base level character, and then the traits that you fuse to your character as you take down other unicorns, you'll earn the traits that you fuse, which will give you abilities in the game. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Are you feeling me? Does that make sense? Let me say it again. Basically, everybody will start the same game as like a base unicorn. It'll be a battle royale fighter, and then as you take down other unicorns, you'll earn your traits that you've already fused over on the dashboard side. So like this unicorn, right? It'll start as the base one. But then you'll find, after you take down a character, you'll get the saber-tooth teeth, and then that gives you the ability to like use a certain ability, right? And then that'll also you'll start doing more damage and stuff. And so yeah, like super dope, right? And then we just make it like super simple, like just like, I mean, you know, make some nice art for it and stuff, but obviously it's way more complicated than what I'm saying, but that's the idea for the first game. We might even make like a Tamagotchi vibe game first, because that's going to be a little bit more simple, where you just have to take care of your unicorn and it's not actually PvP, and you just like, as long as you come in and check in, you can like earn more traits every week. But I don't know. We'll see. So, oh damn, guys. Well, my throat hurts from talking so much. I think I'm gonna pause. But hey, in an hour and a half, my brother and I, Tyler, we're the founders of the project. We will be going to do a live stage where we talk more about our project on Discord. So stay tuned in the Discord. I appreciate you all for being here, and I'll see you around. I'll keep doing these streams pretty regularly though. Okay, cool. Make an RPG style game. That actually would be super cool, Q. I think like, That's the vision, is like we can make any game, right? As long as it's under the foundation of the unicorn that you've been collecting, like that has a say in the game. And so that's why we're looking at this as like layers, where there's like layer one is this dashboard that you're looking at, where you fuse the characters. And then, and by the way, you'll be earning money by being ranked on the leaderboard, right? So like that's fun in itself, right? But then the layer two is where we build games. Like they could be simple games, like Angry Birds or something, where it's just like whoever like does the most damage on the flick or so. I don't know. Like we could go super simple with some mini games. We can go advanced with like a story-driven RPG. Like the sky's the limit with the layer twos. I think definitely we're gonna start really low, like really light, like as base of a game as we can do. We're gonna start that, because I think right now where the NFT world of gaming is like, you just want to be able to play with your character. You know what I mean? Like you don't need it to be like super fancy AAA graphics. Like I just want to be able to have something to do with my NFT. And so that is our first step, is making as many of those things as we can do. So yeah, thanks so much for being on the ride with us. And very fun. Yeah. Thanks so much for hanging with me. I'm glad I'm your favorite streamer. That's cool. I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys.